Good afternoon. Welcome to the Dr. Susan L. Davis, RN, and Richard J. Henley Sacred Heart University College of Nursing's pinning and awards ceremony. I am Dr. Mary Dietman, a faculty member in the first professional degree program. Thank you for joining us virtually this afternoon as we celebrate the 125 senior nursing students in the class of 2020. I am proud of the strong men and women in this class and grateful to have participated in your journey.
Good afternoon, and welcome to this very special virtual ceremony to give the pins to the graduates of the class of 2020. I would like to thank Dr. Michelle Cole, Dr. Sherry Watson, Dr. Kim McKinnon, and all of the faculty of the First Professional Degree Program, and our department assistant, Mrs. Tammy Jackson, for all the hard work that's gone into this presentation and the ability for us to recognize you in a very special way. So congratulations to the class of 2020. Although this is not our usual mode of celebration, I'm so grateful that you are all here, you, your families, your friends, and your colleagues. This is my most favorite celebration at graduation time. For the history of awarding the school pin was initiated by Florence Nightingale and is the longest standing tradition in modern day nursing. The stories of the Lady with the Lamp and her band of nurses has been handed down to generations to tell of the efforts of the women who ministered to the sick and the wounded on the front during the Crimean War. They ministered with knowledge and skill, but most importantly, with caring and compassion. That is how the Nightingale legacy began. Now, here we are at another epic time in nursing, just as you're about to enter our profession. Not since Miss Nightingale's time have nurses been so singled out for the value of their work and their unwavering dedication to their patients. Generations will be telling the stories of the pandemic of 2020. And you will have your own personal nursing stories to share. You will tell of your final semester in virtual sims. You will show pictures of your virtual graduation. And you will recount your experiences on your first job. These stories, in the context of COVID-19, will become your legends. They will become your legacy. You will be among the heroes of your generation, and your stories will build another legacy for nursing, one that is marked by commitment, innovation, and resilience. This year, your class will receive 2 pins. One is a small token of appreciation from the First Professional Degree faculty to the students of the class of 2020. You have handled every obstacle and transition with grace and understanding. Let this little pin signify the love and admiration your faculty have for you and all you have accomplished during this turbulent time. You will also receive the traditional Sacred Heart pin. This pin is unique to us and unites the legacy of Florence Nightingale with the charism of Sacred Heart University and the values of the David and Henley College of Nursing. The virtues of professional nursing you have learned at CHU, you will now embrace and carry forth in your professional practice and all during your career. Let your nursing pin be a metaphor for the essence of who you are as a nurse and symbolize your Sacred Heart as a healer. As you put your pin on your scrubs each day you work, take a moment to reflect on the meaning of the sacredness of nursing, your heartfelt commitment to those you serve, and the gift of your Sacred Heart education. Welcome to our profession. I wish you all the joys and the blessings a nursing career can bring. May you go and grow in God's grace and love. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Patillo, the president of Sacred Heart University. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm always delighted to speak at the nursing pinning ceremony. It's a very special ceremony where we all pause and acknowledge the very diligent and hard work that our candidates have done these last 4 years, both in the classroom and as well as in the clinical. These days, considering the pandemic that we all are confronted with, we have come to appreciate our first line of responders much more than ever before. And of course, the nurses that are confronted daily are very special heroes. I would like to suggest through a quote I came upon from Dag Hammarskjöld, and he writes, "In our age, the road to holiness necessarily passes through the world of action." We know our first responders, and especially nurses, as being heroes. I would like to suggest, based on that quote, that they are also holy people. Holy because when you think of it, they are the ones, and many times the last ones, that will be with a loved one. They are the ones that will be there touching and comforting and smiling, and at the same time putting themselves at risk. So as you get pinned today, realize what that pin expects of you, and at the same time, how with that pin, we recognize your heroicness as well as your holiness. Good luck, graduates, and may you never forget that so much depends upon you and your presence. God bless you.
As we begin this day, on behalf of the First Professional Degree Program faculty, I wanted to welcome all of those who are joining us on this celebratory day. Nursing faculty, friends, families, guests, and most of all, our students. I wanted to also take a moment to pause and remember those who are not able to be with us today. May their loving memories be present with you as we enjoy this ceremony. As the faculty started to plan the pinning and awards ceremony earlier this year, we never imagined that COVID-19 would have prevented us from being physically together on this joyous day. There were several things that we did not imagine, such as virtual simulations or completing your last semester from a distance, and we recognize that you're mourning the loss of the last few weeks of your senior year and the impact that these extraordinary times have had on your world. And while the past weeks were unexpected, there are many things that we could have predicted. Your resilience, your determination, and your strength. You have amazed us with how you've handled the changes, and now here we are today on your pinning day. We are confident that you will transition into strong, resilient, and dedicated nurses. Your caring and skill will have a significant bearing on the recovery of not only your patients, but on the recovery of our national healthcare system. The future is in your hands, and we are certain that you are up for the task. So while we were adhering to social distance practices, we needed to limit the faculty presence today. Please know that all of your faculty are here with you, joining in this day, celebrating online, and welcoming you into the profession. They are proud of you, and they extend their deepest congratulations. So we're getting ready for the pinning event, and I hope all of our students have their white gown pulled out of the package that we sent you and are wearing it. So if not, take a minute to go do that. But we're really here to celebrate you and your accomplishments, the accomplishments of our graduating students, and welcome them as you join into the profession and as we share in one of the most honored traditions in healthcare, the pinning ceremony. In May 1997, Sacred Heart University graduated the first class of first professional degree students. Joining us virtually in this assembly today, we are celebrating the seniors, the 23rd class of our first professional degree program. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I would now like to introduce Father Ed Stewart of Campus Ministry for the invocation and blessing.
Hello, everybody. Father Ed Stewart here from the Office of Campus Ministry. Sorry that I can't be with you in person, but I bear greetings and I bear warm congratulations from my colleagues in Campus Ministry and in the Office of Volunteer Programs. Both of our offices have been continually enriched by the sharing of ministry and service with SHU nursing students. You're all very close to our hearts. And speaking from a personal perspective, my sister has been a nurse for many years, and as a parish priest, I covered the visitation of patients in local hospitals and often interacted with nurses on behalf of patients. So nurses have always had my deep respect. However, in the difficult days of this pandemic, respect for nurses and for all medical personnel has grown exponentially. I pray that always be so, knowing how much will be asked of you. Since I'm preparing this video ahead of time, I'm not sure if you've already received your pins at home. If you have, I would invite you to hold the nursing pin in your hand and to listen to the words of the following blessing. Loving God, we thank you for the many gifts and talents of these nursing students on the eve of their entrance into the honorable profession of nursing. May the pins they receive forever be a symbol of hard-won knowledge and competency gained, as well as a challenge to always continue the journey of learning. We, their brothers and sisters, your brothers and sisters in the human community, thank God for the calling these graduates to share in a ministry of healing. Lord, we ask you to instill in them a desire to ever serve their profession more fully, and we pray that they have minds that seek wisdom and truth, hearts filled with gentleness, with love, and with courage, eyes that view others with compassion and understanding. May they listen with sensitivity and acceptance. May they advocate for the vulnerable, the weak, and the defenseless. May they speak words of reassurance and comfort. And may all who may touch experience your healing presence. O God, help us and them to continue to serve you and your people in peace, for we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. And I say to all of you, God bless you all, stay healthy, and much good luck.
Thank you, Father Ed, for your special blessing. I would now like to introduce Michaela Vieira, accompanied by Dr. J. Many students know Michaela. She's a junior and our nursing student, and she lent her angelic voice to our current ceremony today.
When you got into this great human cause, you had a noble dream, and you've worked long and hard to get where you are. Some things aren't always what they seem. You've seen a lot of pain, fought many tears. It's hard to let that go. Sometimes you wonder why you carry on, but there is one thing we all know. These hands can mend a broken limb. These hands help hearts survive. But most of all, these hands keep dreams alive. Let there be no doubt, your work's profound. You've made this world a better place. You touch so many lives, memories bound, to put a smile upon your face. Oh, these hands can mend a broken limb. These hands help hearts survive. But most of all, these hands keep dreams alive. Keep your chin up. I know at times it gets rough, but you have got the right stuff. So keep on believing. Keep believing. These hands can mend a broken limb. These hands help hearts survive. But most of all, these hands keep dreams alive. These hands, these hands. But most of all, these hands keep dreams alive. Keep dreams alive. These hands.
Thank you. That was wonderful and so meaningful on this day. Thank you again, Michaela and Dr. J. We are so appreciated for being part of our virtual contribution to our ceremony. Now, I would like to introduce our faculty speaker for today's ceremony, Dr. Kimberly McKinnon. She has been invited by our graduates to speak to you. Please welcome Dr. McKinnon.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Patillo, Dr. Pollywall, Dr. Davis and Mr. Henley, Dean Donius, amazing faculty, loving and supportive family and friends, and you, the 2020 graduates of the Davis and Henley College of Nursing. I welcome you to this beautiful pinning ceremony that holds a special place in all of our hearts. I am humbly honored to be speaking at this event, and I actually brought Kleenex because I know I'm going to start to cry. When Dr. Cole told me that I was nominated to be the speaker, I thought she was joking, and I went to my office and thought about it and actually got very choked up. I am truly blessed and very appreciative. Thank you. They say it takes a village to raise a family, and that's what we are. The College of Nursing is that village. We worked as a team to help you achieve your very best. Teamwork is what nursing is all about. 3 years ago, you came to the new Center for Healthcare Education, wearing your bright red scrubs. Your eyes were sparkling with excitement. You came into the classroom and the lab ready to start the journey. But I'm pretty sure that many of you had that little pit in your stomach, that little sense of worry. As a faculty member, I too had a sense of worry, not about teaching, but was the audio-visual equipment going to work? Was the Wi-Fi going to connect? Was there going to be enough parking? The faculty rely on each other all the time. We collaborate when we have a problem. We never are afraid to ask a question or get help from one another. I know that you all worked as a team. I saw the amazing friendships that you formed at SHU, the study groups, the people who carpooled together, the support you gave to each other before and after an exam. You all functioned as a team, and you got the job done. Now, you're all going off to the different hospitals to work. You're going to be wearing different color scrubs, but your eyes are going to be filled with excitement. But because of this terrible pandemic, I know you're going to have fear. Remember that you never work alone. There's a team waiting for you on your unit, your preceptor, the nurse manager, the other nurses on the floor, and the members of the healthcare team are all there for one reason: positive outcomes for every patient that you care for. You chose a profession that is like no other. You're going to be blessed to be present during someone's best day, and you're going to be fortunate to be there to support them on their very worst day. You're going to be that nurse that they remember. Last year, Professor DeVille did something different. She included the faculty team by including their pearls of wisdom into her speech, and I thought that was really classy. This year is very different. We are all miles apart. I thought that we should do that again so that you can realize that although we're not together, everybody's heart is always with you. So I brought some props. And I'm going to start with Professor Christine DeVille, because this was her idea last year. And her pearl of wisdom is, as nurses, we have a unique view of the world. Our practice gives us an upfront row seat to the human experience. So be sure not to lose sight of the wonder you're going on around you as you practice. And never forget how wonderful you are. Dr. Mary Alice Donius, the rewards you receive from nursing will be exponential to the care your patients receive from you. Dr. Watson, embrace all of your experiences while you are new. It's the best time to learn and discover. You have a long career, which is a journey. Celebrate your success, persevere through the challenges, and always remember you make a difference every day to others. Dr. Michelle Cole, as you continue on your journey, include love, hope, and gratitude in your day. Love, touching the hearts of others. Hope, making light out of darkness and believing in a tomorrow. And gratitude, a deeper appreciation for the blessings in life. Dr. Heather Ferrillo, don't ever apologize to a provider for calling him or her about a patient. You're not there to make friends. You're there for the patient. The role of patient advocate is one of the most important roles that you will have as a nurse. Dr. Goncalves, she had a lot to say. It barely fits on the back of the card. Caring and compassion are the crux of nursing. As you transition into your professional practice and for the duration of your career, do not underestimate the power, meaning, and impact that a smile, eye contact, gentle touch, or simply being present has for a patient, their families, and colleagues. Secondly, stand firm in your convictions and let the code of ethics guide you in your practice. Emerge as the nurse leaders I know that you are. Stand up, be visible, and use your voice in order to advocate for your patients, families, the profession of nursing, and society at large. She wishes each and every one of you only the best as you embark on your nursing career, the most treasured profession one can have, and she looks forward to hearing from you as alumni and colleagues. Dr. Gina Reitmeyer, as you transition into your new role as a nurse, always listen to your patients and remember the importance of including family members into patient care. Your level of compassion and your positive actions will be recognized. Follow your passion and do what makes you happy. When it stops being enjoyable, it's time to explore other paths of nursing. You will encounter so many opportunities and face unexpected challenges as you progress through your career. Don't run from these challenges. Instead, embrace them, as they will allow you to grow as a nurse and they will define you as a professional. Dr. Angela Carano, I left you with this quote during the semester. Please take it with you as you begin your nursing career in this uncertain time. Let your smile change the world. Don't let the world change your smile. Don't forget to look in the mirror every day and smile. You are amazing, you are beautiful, and you are very intelligent. Just remember, as a nurse, know every day you will touch a life or a life will touch yours. Be safe and be well. Professor Norm Weller. Maya Angelou said, "Try to be a rainbow in somebody's cloud. You've brightened our lives immeasurably. Now be the change in your profession and do the same with your patients, your loved ones, and your colleagues. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." Professor Liz Saska. Always treat every one of your patients as if they were your friends and family. You have a privilege of being able to care for others. Dr. Terry Saltis. Hello to the Shu Davis and Henley College of Nursing class of 2020. I had many of you in fall last year in my evidence-based practice course, and I wanted to wish all of the seniors a special blessing today on your pinning day. I think the pinning ceremony is more meaningful to nurses than the graduation event in a virtual capacity. You will be reciting a pledge today, confirming your commitment to nursing profession. You have worked very hard over the past 4 years to get to this day. Being a nurse is a compassionate and humble profession, and I am thankful and proud every day to be a nurse, as you will be also. Congratulations. Professor Janet Yan. Never let your curiosity and enthusiasm die, even when you're exhausted from 3 12 hours in a row. Go back in with fresh eyes and an open mind, and always ask the questions. There are no stupid ones. Professor Jody Norton. When an emergency hits, and it will, you must first take a deep breath. Oxygen to your brain will help you think more clearly and help ground you. Then you can save a life. Dr. Mary Dietman. As you enter the nursing practice in this challenging time, my advice is to care for yourself and care for others. One way I do this is by listening to music, so I will share a favorite lyric from the Led Zeppelin song, What Is and What I Should Never Be. So if you wake up with the sunrise and all your dreams are still as new, and happiness is what you need so bad, the answer lies within you. Professor Kim Foido. Many nurses place caring for others as a higher priority than caring for themselves. Proper preservation prevents poor performance. Consider self-care part of your proper preservation. Professor Nina Perlin. Do the right thing even when no one is looking. It's called integrity. Life is not about being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's about being real, being humble, and being strong. Being kind, sharing ourselves, and touching our lives and others. Always leave the place better than you found it. And my final words are simple. Always start your meeting with your patient with a smile. Don't be afraid to let your patient see you cry. It isn't a sign of weakness. It shows them that you truly care. Be your authentic self. Differences make the team stronger, and you have so much to offer. And finally, be your patient's biggest cheerleader. You're going to be the one that spends the most time with them. They're going to trust you. They're going to rely on you. And your positivity can truly make their day better. So like I've been saying for the past 3 years, I believe in you. Take a deep breath. You've got this. I'm really proud. Congratulations, everybody. You did it. I got my Kleenex.
Thank you, Dr. McKinnon. I think we all have a tear in our eye right now, so thank you for that very heartfelt speech to our graduates. So pull ourselves together. So here we go. Now we're going to introduce Dr. Heather Furillo, and Dr. Heather Furillo will share the history of the pin with us.
I will now discuss the tradition of the pinning. The tradition of the nursing pin and the ceremonial pinning originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital in London. Having been recently awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to both the injured and the dying throughout the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale chose to extend the honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses. She did so by presenting each of them with a Medal of Excellence. The tradition of presenting all nursing school graduates with a pin began in 1880 at Bellevue Hospital in New York City. The nursing pin, signifying the school at which the nurse has been educated, is placed over the heart of each graduate. It remains a symbolic Medal of Honor as well as a badge of courage. For the Shoe College of Nursing pin, on one side of the shield, the bridge represents service, while the life-giving water symbolizes the port by which new knowledge and ideas energize the scholars who commit themselves to the disciplines of academic inquiry. The cross of our faith above the bridge dignifies the other symbols and identifies the university as a community that celebrates the richness of the Catholic intellectual tradition. On the other side of the shield, the two diamonds represent love and truth, while the checkered bar suggests the collaborative nature of the learning community in which each individual contributes to the integrity of the whole. The crescent moon is the symbol of Our Lady under the title The Immaculate Conception. The nursing ceremony contains symbolism to honor the first nurses, such as Florence Nightingale, the lady with the lamp. The Nightingale lamp will always shine brightly as a symbol of the care and devotion the nurse ministers to the sick and injured. During the candle lighting portion of the pinning ceremony, nursing students honor this dedication and those ideals. Today's ceremony acknowledges the graduates' accomplishments and welcomes them into the nursing profession. It is this occasion when the nursing faculty and the students meet each other as colleagues. Congratulations, everybody.
I would now like to introduce our student speakers, Lauren Lemieux and Ashley Doyle, who will deliver remarks on behalf of the graduating class. And this will conclude with our senior video and slideshow. First, I welcome Lauren Lemieux, who will first address the class.
Good afternoon, Dr. Patillo, Father Stewart, Dean Donius, Dr. Cole, nursing faculty, classmates, family, and friends. My name is Lauren Lemieux, and I am deeply honored and humbled to be the nursing valedictorian and speak on behalf of the SHU nursing class of 2020. This is a dream that I never thought would be possible. I would like to give a special thank you to my parents, grandparents, and all of my family and friends that are listening today. You were there for me every step of the way. You put up with all my SOS calls, listened to my frustrations, and encouraged me when times got tough. Without your support, I would have not been as successful as I am today. Thank you to our inspiring nursing faculty members for all that you have done for us. Thank you for making today possible during this very uncertain time. Thank you for your dedication to finding creative and innovative ways for us to complete our required clinical hours and classroom requirements for graduation. You held us to the highest standards of excellence to make sure we reach our full potential. We would be nowhere without your wisdom and guidance over the last few years. Some of you were the warm, fuzzy type that would hug us and send encouraging words on a rough day. Others gave us the tough love we needed to make us the best nurses we can be. Regardless of your approach, you all worked for us and wanted to see us succeed. You challenged us, prayed for us, and sometimes stressed with us. A special shout out to Professor Foydo for your late night emails before pediatric exams to tell us we were up too late if we were reading this, and to remind us to hydrate and eat before the exam. These emails truly meant a lot. As faculty, you taught us values that go far beyond care plans and NCLEX strategies. You are the nurses we aspire to be, and we are going to be better nurses for being in your presence, and for that, I am endlessly thankful. I truly believe we have the best nursing faculty here at SHU, and am proud we learned from you. Finally, I would like to say thank you to my classmates. When you spend so much time with a group of highly motivated, compassionate, intelligent, and genuine people, it's tough not to love your peers. I've met some of the most inspiring people sitting right next to me in the classroom. From the long library study sessions, group projects, study abroad adventures, and early morning carpools on clinical days, I know that I could have not survived this program without the support of this wonderful cohort. I am truly honored to have been in the presence of you throughout my 4 years. Today's ceremony reflects the success, achievement, teamwork, and resilience that we have shown throughout our time at Sacred Heart University. It seems like just yesterday we were together as freshmen in the Edgerton when Dean Donius addressed our class. We were all strangers, both excited and terrified. The dean spoke about what the next 4 years would look like for us, the opportunities we would have, and the hard work and dedication that was needed to complete this academically challenging program. There's one thing the dean said to us that day that has stayed with me. She said, "Look to your right and then to your left, because one of you will be missing in 4 years." I don't think she said this to scare us, but to let us know right from the beginning we would need to take our studies seriously and be motivated to succeed. I believe she wanted us to understand we were going to have to devote the majority of our time to the nursing program, making sure our priorities were straight and we took time management seriously. I knew one thing for sure, and that was I did not want to be one of those individuals missing in 4 years. Needless to say, we really had no idea of what we were stepping into. Freshman year, we took anatomy and physiology, chemistry, and math. Not a bad year, and for many of us, a deeper dive from the classes we took in high school. I kind of thought, as many of you might have, wow, that really wasn't so bad, so what was all the hype about? Enter sophomore year, and everything changed. Things just got serious. Our nursing classes began. I remember how proud and excited we were to wear our red shoe nursing scrubs for the first time. In lab, we learned basic skills such as taking a blood pressure and putting on PPE correctly. Who knew how important this skill would have turned out to be? All of a sudden, our exams got really tough, and we had to answer questions we weren't used to. All our lives, we have been taught there's only one right answer to a question. And then, nursing school gives us select all that apply. The days of basic recall and definition memorization were over. Looking back at this time, we were being taught to think critically to get at the right answer. Critical thinking is an essential skill all nurses must possess. We must be able to quickly prioritize and confidently assess situations to make the best decision for our patients. Critical thinking skills of nurses can really mean a difference between someone living or dying. Third year, our clinicals began and we studied maternity, mental health, and med-surg. In our maternity class, we witnessed the beautiful miracle of life. And mental health, that was a challenging class. Not to bring up a sore subject, but I think we can all still dispute a certain exam question. I know you all know which question I'm talking about. Remember the question about how to make a patient sleep better when a light in the hallway was on? Well, how would anyone know the answer to this? I can assure you it was not in the textbook because I read the textbook. Senior year came fast and we studied pediatrics, med-surg 2, nursing leadership, public health, and had our capstone experience to look forward to. We answered hundreds of questions in preparation for the state boards. And what a semester to learn about public health. We experienced public health like no other class before us. I vowed I wasn't going to give the coronavirus any more attention than it has been getting, but in reflecting on what I was going to say today, it would be remiss if I didn't. We have all seen how coronavirus has affected our country, our state of Connecticut, Fairfield County, the community we called home for the last 4 years. It is probably fair to say by now we all know someone who has been afflicted by the disease or who has lost their lives as a result of this terrible virus. We have worried about our family and friends working every day in healthcare and all the first responders. My heart truly goes out to all the seniors and faculty in the class of 2020 who have been negatively affected by the quarantine and the coronavirus outbreak. This virus took from us the majority of our final semester. We were unable to finish our capstone in the field, missed our senior sorority or fraternity send-offs, NHS recognition ceremonies, senior week activities, and we lost the chance to all be together today in person at Pinning, one last time as a class to celebrate our achievements with our fellow classmates and faculty. This virus has taken a lot from us, but let's focus on what it was not able to do. It was not able to take away all of our achievements. It did not take away our memories. We have made so many together as pioneers. It did not crush our spirit or our commitment to nursing, and it did not affect our relationships that we made along this journey. We will be forever bonded. Since day one, we have genuinely supported each other, whether it was by nudging each other to stay awake during 3-hour lectures, bringing each other Dunkin' Donuts before leaving for clinical at 6 a.m., and rejoicing together after every exam. There is a special bond that this class shares, one that carried us through the ups and downs that nursing school brought. We can now, if we were together seated in the auditorium, look to the left and to the right and say, we made it. Before I conclude, I would like to ask the class of 2020 one last question. It is a select all that apply. The nursing class of 2020 has made it to graduation. Following a complete history and assessment, which characteristics will most likely be found? 1. We have survived 36 nursing exams and 10 ATI proctored exams. True. 2. The class of 2020 is alert and oriented and ready for the NCLEX. True. 3. 2020 vision for the future is reported. True. And 4. ECG results showing PVCs as we leave the comfort of the SHU community. True. So to all my classmates, congratulations. We have indeed traveled a journey of sacrifice, endless fears of failure, sleepless nights, tears, strict deadlines, and the highest of expectations. And nothing, not even a pandemic, can take away the knowledge, life lessons, fun, and a lifetime of memories our class, the class of 2020, will take with us as we begin the next chapter in our lives. Thank you, my fellow graduates, from the bottom of my heart, for accepting me, being my friend, and supporting me alongside you to accomplish this goal. God bless and continue to follow your dreams.
Thank you, Lauren. I would now like to introduce Ashley Doyle, who will address the graduating class.
Thank you, Dr. Cole. I would first like to say thank you to family, friends, faculty, and my peers for joining us on this virtual platform today. I was honored to be selected to deliver this special speech. When I first received the email from Dr. Cole informing me that my peers have nominated me as the senior speaker, I was speechless, greatly because I found it extremely difficult to put our senior year, especially our second semester, into words. Everything that we are experiencing as a class, everything that is going on now, is unfamiliar to all of us. We hear words such as unprecedented and unexpected, and it all just seems to be unknown. Although we are facing a pandemic, although it may seem that all odds are against us, we are resilient. The Journal of Excellence in Nursing defines resilience as the ability to face adverse situations, remain focused, and continue to be optimistic for the future. As we prepare to launch our careers through a global crisis, we will stay focused. We will remain determined and optimistic for the future ahead of us. We have gained tremendous self-growth over the past 4 years, and we will continue to power through the unexpected. As we began our time here at Sacred Heart, everything was unknown. As we arrived at SHU, thousands of questions were running through our heads like, where will I live? Who will I be friends with? And how in the world am I going to pass anatomy? Little did we know this was just the beginning, and little did we know anatomy was the least of our worries. As a successful year had passed, we were faced with more unknowns. Sophomore year. This was the year that we would start our actual nursing classes. We all questioned, how could this get any harder? The number 77 became our best friend, or some may say our worst enemy, as this represented a passing grade. We were faced with select all that apply questions where all of the answers are correct, but some were more correct than others. This was the year we received our bright red scrubs and our shiny new stethoscopes that everyone had to take a Snapchat in. We started our first clinical where we were incredibly scared to even enter a patient's room. Let's just take a moment to realize how far we've come. Junior year rolled around. At this point, we were taking mental health and maternity. We found ourselves practicing therapeutic communication even outside of the classroom. Clinical was a little bit different this year. We had the opportunity to watch a real-life birth, or at least some of us watched it as others passed out. Senior year came along. We could see the light, or at least we thought. As we kicked the year off, MedSurg 2 served us with the hardest exam of our lives. This was where everything started to become real. Everything was coming together, and for the first time, we actually knew what we were talking about. We began preparing for the NCLEX and started our capstones, and then bam, everything stopped. We were faced with a new challenge, which was quite unexpected to say the least. Transitioning to online learning began. Now, instead of being in a classroom and raising our hands, we unmuted ourselves and asked, "Can everyone hear me?" Somehow, some way, we were able to do this. Against all odds, we were able to complete all of our classes, all of our clinical hours, and tomorrow we will officially graduate. These past 4 years have taught us to be incredibly hardworking. These past few years have taught us to deal with the unexpected. We have achieved goals we never thought were possible. We have gained physical, mental, and emotional strength through the completion of the nursing program. We faced unknowns and found the strength to get past them. And this is exactly what we will continue to do. We will bring this will, this determination to our careers. We will begin our new nursing journeys with BSN after our names, and we will no longer have to introduce ourselves as student nurses. We could not have done this without our support systems. I would like to personally thank my family for listening to me cry over an exam that I thought I failed but actually passed. I'm almost confident that my peers can relate to this. Family and friends, we could not have made it this far without all of you. Secondly, we could not have done this without our faculty. Each and every one of our professors has pushed us to always do our best. The support, dedication, and love we have felt from the faculty has guided us to be here today, so thank you for that. All of this hard work, determination, and resilience has led us to this moment in our lives. Our next chapter is just beginning. Our last and final test is the nursing boards, the NCLEX. Class of 2020, we have worked very hard preparing for this exam, and we should feel confident that our hard work will result in success. This pandemic, this world crisis, although immensely important, will not define us. If anything, it will empower us to once again be prepared for the unknown. Thank you all for the past 4 years. I wish you all the best of luck.
Screams out, screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights can't put out. Carve your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores. Don't forsake this life of yours. I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
Reach out my hand, say tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, pick me up with golden hand. Say tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, I would like to hold my little hand. How we will run with, how we will cry with. I would like to hold my little hand. How we will run with, how we will cry. Send me in my way, send me in my way, send me in my way, send me on my way, send me in my way, send me in my way. Send me on my way. Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change.
one's path slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my way.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Don't think I'm crazy when I tell you love has come here and now. A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Thank you, Lauren and Ashley. I know that your words convey deep meaning to both the graduates and to the faculty. And many thanks to the students who put all the time into developing that great senior video. Thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Susan Gonzalez and Professor Christine Dixie DeVille, who will recite the Davis and Henley College of Nursing pinning prayer with you. When we made the decision to transition our ceremony to a virtual platform, we knew that the day would be special to all. And Dr. Gonzalez, Professor DeVille, and I spoke about the power of prayer and how prayer is part of our program's culture. The prayer before exams and before clinical are familiar to our students and have significant meaning. Many of our students may be familiar with Dr. Gonzalez's prayer cards, and the pinning prayer was developed and written for you, our nursing students.
Dear Lord,
I feel your presence on this, my nursing pinning day.
a special symbolic ceremony officially welcoming me into the nursing profession. The Davis and Henley College of Nursing at Sacred Heart University has prepared me well.
And I am full of joy and happiness as I make my transition into professional practice.
Help instill in me a caring and compassionate manner for all I do and say.
Help me to use my education and training and share your love through my practice to relieve the pain and suffering of your people.
Follow me, Lord, and guide me with your light and wisdom each and every day of my career,
as I touch the lives of others in the noble profession of nursing.
Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Galvez and Professor DeVille. One of the greatest powers we have is the power of prayer. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Susan L. Davis, RN, to address our graduating class.
Thank you for answering the calling from God to be part of the nursing community. This pinning ceremony is monumentous. It's a milestone, and it has been for hundreds of years, although I think when Florence Nightingale did it, it wasn't on YouTube. We're pretty safe to conclude that. But the pinning ceremony represents your promise, your commitment to your patients. And that promise is to keep them safe, to help them cope with their illness, and to be a leader for the rest of the healthcare team. Now, for as long as I can remember, nurses were the most trusted by patients of all the members of the healthcare team. And that trust requires that we demonstrate our commitment to our patients, to our colleagues, to those members of the team that make sure our patients get the best care possible. So I want to say to each of you how proud I am. I want to welcome each of you to this wonderful profession of nursing. And I want to wish you all continued success as you continue your education and much happiness, because it truly is an honor to care for others. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Davis, for sharing your wisdom with our class. At this time in the ceremony, we invite students to receive their nursing pins and to light a candle in which you will honor Florence Nightingale and her commitment to nursing. Please access your pin, a candle, and the Pinning and Award Ceremony program. First, I would like to introduce Professor Kim Foydo to deliver a message.
And now it is time for the pinning portion of our ceremony. Although we cannot pin each one of you in person, we would like each of you to be pinned virtually. This is an opportunity to have someone you love nearby who has supported your academic journey pin you today. We asked for that person to use the round button pin we mailed to you earlier this week. When your name is called, they should attach the pin on the left side of your white gown. Once everyone is pinned, we will recite the nursing pledge together.
As we prepared for this day, we realized that the manufacturer of our nursing pins was unable to continue production for a period of time due to COVID-19. Your faculty knew the significance of being pinned and designed a pin for you today. All students were sent a Davis and Henley College of Nursing pin that will be used during this part of our ceremony. Professor Foydo just provided you some guidance on the act of pinning, and I want to ask you to please take a video of this momentous moment. We ask that you upload the video to the link that we sent you earlier in an email, and also a message that you can write to us in that email. We plan to assemble the videos together so that when we are able to come together once again, we can reflect and celebrate you. So, now that we have all those logistics out of the way, let the pinning begin. Joshua Bellucci, Allison Bertolozzi, Isabella Bicerna, Corey Bodek, Erica Boras, Colby Brenner, Nicole Brienza, Katie Buckley, Kayla Buffington, Corey Burns, Margaret Benak, Alexa Capasso, Julia Caputo, Olivia Carbone, Erica Cardenito, Emily Casey, Emma Chilelli, Sarah Chow, Kayla Churchill, Kirsten Chula, Tamara Clark, Alana Corrente, Molly Crean, Nicole Davis, Shelley Delaney, Victoria DeRossi, Caitlin Dilk, Mary DiPiparzio, Laura Dolan, Ashley Doyle, Savansti Stacy DeRosos, Brian DeRoss, Tara Einweiker, Casey Elliott, Nicole Forrest, Carol Franca, Victoria Gajewski, Emily Gallagher, Dorica Garib, Alyssa Jacobe, Kelsey Gibbs, Nicole Gill, Angela Giuliante, Stephanie Gotzi, Bridget Greenaway, Erin Gerard, Emily Gilmet, Alice Hansen, Benjamin Harrell, Sydney Hawk, Jordan Holbrook, Emma Hone, Sophia Highland, Gabriella Iazari, Annalise Casamagos, Aubrey Keplin, Delaney Kimball, Juliana Kimberlin, Margaret Kuehl, Jamie Labrion, Nicole Langless, Sophia Latuga, Anne-Marie Laura, Alyssa Lee, Lauren Lemieux, Ryan Litwin, Nicole Lebrano, Michael Lucia, Daniela Lupi, Olivia Lyon, Catherine Magner, Kara McGuire, Katarina Manila, Krista Marzatelli, Megan McCarriston, Brianne McGuire, Kayla McKenna, Megan McKiernan, Chelsea McNulty, Catherine Mead, McKenna Mara, Catherine Meyer, Fiona Malloy, Anne-Marie Moran, Kelsey Murphy, Caroline Murray, Benjamin Olson, Allison O'Reilly, Emily Palma, Abigail Palmieri, Caitlin Pellerin, Marissa Percivali, Stephanie Pick, Lauren Porres, Kimberly Persilio, Sarah Quinn, Kaylee Richelli, Megan Riley, Mary Reiner, Casey Rio, Brianna Rivera Haggerty, Laura Rowntree, Jessica Ruffino, Julia Saglimbeni, Catherine Smith, Lauren Summers, Marissa Sornoza, John Stevens, Caitlin Stitton, Grace Sullivan, Sophia Tallarini, Ashley Thomas, Jacqueline Thorne, Caitlin Tornado, Shelby Trentini, Erin Tui, Rachel Varney, Haley Velasquez, Erica Vili, Gabriella Vitolo, Jessica Wagner, Sarah Wagner, Rachel Ward, Madison Wong, Natalie Zidell. Students, after you are pinned, please access the SHU Nursing Pledge in the Pinning and Awards program that was sent to you by mail. We will light our candle and recite the SHU Nursing Pledge in unison, which was written in 1997 by Dr. Linda Strong.
I solemnly pledge myself before God
In the presence of this assembly,
to practice my profession with integrity,
honesty, and commitment.
I will contribute to the betterment of my profession
by working to elevate the standards of nursing care,
by adding to the profession's body of knowledge,
and delivering person-centered care.
I will practice ethically.
I will care for individuals, families, groups, and communities
with respect, advocating for them, and maintaining their confidentiality.
I will refrain from administering treatments which will cause harm.
through collaboration, inquiry, and pursuit of truth and wisdom.
I will endeavor to safeguard the health and welfare of those committed to my care.
We will now light our candle. The lighting of the candle, joining the lit Nightingale lamp, symbolizes the individual becoming part of the whole nursing profession. I would like to applaud our students as we acknowledge our new professional nursing partners. Congratulations. And now we will proceed to the nursing awards portion of the program, and I would like to introduce Dr. Sherry Watson, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Thank you, Dr. Cole. Although selecting the awards is quite a challenge every year, it seemed this year was quite difficult since we had such a talented class. All the recipients are well-deserving, and we are very proud of them. Following a description of each award, the recipient will be named. The first is the Gold Medal of Excellence, awarded to the undergraduate nursing student with the highest GPA. Please congratulate this year's awardee, Lauren Lemieux. The next is the Silver Medal of Excellence. This is awarded to the undergraduate nursing student with the second highest GPA. Please congratulate this year's awardee, Casey Rio. Sacred Heart University's Davis and Henley College of Nursing Award for Excellence in Nursing. Please join us in congratulating two students who demonstrates excellence in nursing. These deserving students will receive stethoscopes to honor their accomplishments. Please congratulate Ashley Doyle and Olivia Lyon. The Sacred Heart University Davis and Henley College of Nursing Leadership Award is being given to a SHU nursing student who consistently demonstrated leadership qualities that supports SHU professional nursing mission and philosophy. Please congratulate this year's awardee, Benjamin Harrell. The Davis and Henley College of Nursing Research Award. This award is intended for students who exhibited a desire to learn and conduct research with the goal to advance the knowledge of nursing. The recipient has demonstrated the understanding of research and their interest through the collaboration with the nursing faculty beyond their normal academic assignments. Please congratulate this year's awardee, Julia Saglomabeni. The Davis and Henley College of Nursing Resilience Award. This award is intended for a student who demonstrated perseverance through their studies while maintaining a positive outlook, advocating for their own success, a commitment to achieving their goals, and who showed personal and professional growth. Please congratulate this year's awardees, Nicole Langless and Catherine Mead. The Davis and Henley College of Nursing Spirituality Award. This award is intended for a student who demonstrates the integration of spirituality into the student's nurse's role and into their clinical practice. Please congratulate this year's awardee, Julia Saglomabeni. The Jillian E. Daly Spirit Award was founded in 2011 to honor the memory of Jillian Daly, an undergraduate nursing alumni from the class of 2009, whose enthusiasm and angelic spirit were known to everyone she encountered. This award recognizes a well-qualified, enthusiastic senior nursing student. Please congratulate this year's awardee, Olivia Carbone, who will receive an engraved stethoscope for courtesy of the Daly family. For the next award, I would like to introduce Dr. Donna Bowers.
Hello, my name is Donna Bowers, and I'm a professor of physical therapy at Sacred Heart University. I'm here to talk about the Stephen T. Bowers Scholarship. My husband Steve was diagnosed with cardiac myopathy of unknown origin and spent 4 years on a roller coaster battle with heart failure. In the advanced stages, he spent 4 months at Yale New Haven Hospital, first in the cardiac ICU waiting for a heart transplant, and later in the cardiothoracic ICU following LVAD surgery. He fought extremely hard, but ultimately succumbed to a multitude of post-surgical interventions. During his time at Yale, I witnessed the most outstanding and excellent care by the nursing team. I saw extraordinary vigilance and timely clinical intervention. It was always a nurse who first knew when something changed, for the better, and then for the worse. It was their compassion and caring for both Steve and myself that I remember most. They brought out the best of Steve when he was at his worst. They gave me hope when I most needed it, and later they helped me cope when things went bad. To honor all those nurses who provided the highest quality and excellence in patient care, I established a scholarship in my husband's name. This scholarship is awarded to a graduating nursing student who is pursuing clinical practice in cardiology. It is my sincerest hope that a Sacred Heart University nurse will provide the same compassion and excellent patient care to all their families and patients. I am pleased to announce that the 2020 Stephen T. Bowers Scholarship is awarded to Margaret Bynack. Congratulations, Margaret, and good luck with your career.
Congratulations, Margaret. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Susan Goncalves.
Hello and welcome. This next award is the Charlotte Jennings Simonavage Memorial Nurse Caring Award. This is a very special award, as it is an award that I established after the unexpected death of my mom in the fall of 2015. Charlotte received her nursing diploma from a school of nursing in Pennsylvania. She embodied all of the tenets of the nursing profession. Caring and compassion are seen as the crux of nursing. My mom believed in the human connection and the importance of always being present with our patients and families. The student receiving this award has displayed these attributes throughout their journey here within the College of Nursing and at Sacred Heart University. As individuals, I believe we have seen the great importance that caring and compassion holds, and has even become more evident to all of us this year more than ever as we battle the COVID pandemic locally, nationally, and worldwide. My mom was my biggest cheerleader, and when I expressed a desire to become a nurse right out of high school, she did everything in her power to support me. Her motto was, "You can do anything you set your sights on." So, to honor her memory and as a tribute to nursing, this $500 award is created to recognize an undergrad nursing student from the College of Nursing First Professional Degree Program. This award is given to the candidate who best demonstrates a passion for nursing, a caring and compassionate nature, and a determination to achieve his or her degree. It is my honor and privilege to announce this year's award recipient of the Charlotte Jennings Simonavage Nurse Caring Award, and that goes to Erica Cardenudo. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Erica. We would also like to acknowledge those students who received outside awards and scholarships. Many have already received their award. However, we would like to recognize them during the ceremony as well. The Connecticut League of Nursing Student Peer Recognition Award. The Connecticut League of Nursing gives the award annually at their RN Student Day in November. The student is nominated by his or her peers for exemplifying leadership, caring, and promoting the image of the nurse. The student received this honor in November at the RN Student Day Conference. Please congratulate Erica Boris.
We'd like to congratulate a student who recently received a Nightingale Award for Excellence in Nursing presented from the Connecticut's largest statewide nursing recognition program. The Nightingale's Award for Excellence in Nursing program was originally developed to celebrate outstanding nurses and elevate the nursing profession. The goals of the program are to encourage retention, inspire future nurses, focus public attention, and recognize the breadth and scope of nursing practice at the local level. The Nightingale Awards of Excellence in Nursing program also provides scholarships to local nursing students in the spirit of the Nightingale Awards. Please congratulate Victoria Gajewski. We'd also like to recognize those who received scholarships this year. The Carol E. Boccuzzi Award was established in 2010 by the Boccuzzi family to commemorate the life of Carol E. Boccuzzi, who endeavored to contribute to the success of the nursing students and exhibited interest in continuing the advancement of the discipline of nursing until her untimely passing in May of 2009. This award goes to a junior year nursing student and is based on GPA, essays, and faculty letters of recommendation. Last year, the awardee went to Caroline Murray. But this year's awardee, please congratulate junior year nursing student Nicole Wilson. The Dorothy P. Lansdale Scholarship, which is awarded to a nursing student who demonstrates outstanding academic and professional abilities. Please congratulate Caroline Murray. The J. Evangelist Nursing Scholarship Award. This scholarship provides support to a deserving nursing student. Please congratulate Abigail Palmieri. The Carmen Tortora Scholarship. This scholarship provides support to another deserving student, and the same awardee, please congratulate Abigail Palmieri. The Miss Eileen Delaney originated the Delaney Memorial Foundation Award for her interest in providing financial assistance to a worthy student to encourage the promotion of their nursing education. Please congratulate Ashley Giacob. The Susan Flynn Oncology Nursing Fellowship Program was established in 2014 by Fred Flynn in the memory of his wife, Susan, who died of ovarian cancer in 2013. The program's aim is to attract, inspire, and help professionally develop the next generation of oncology nurses. The program is currently offered at 13 leading hospitals in the nation. Since 2014, 137 aspiring oncology nurses from several of the country's leading undergraduate nursing schools have completed this program and may have already begun their oncology nursing careers. Last year's recipients were Tara Anquiter, Nicole Langless, and Kimberly Prasilio. We would like to recognize this year's award recipient, who is a junior, Jennifer Engel, who was competitively selected to participate in this prestigious Susan Flynn Oncology Nursing Fellowship Program for the summer of 2020. Congratulations to all of the award recipients, as they were very well deserved, and a heartfelt congratulations to the entire class of 2020. Now I'd like to ask Dr. Cole to conclude with some final remarks.
Please join me in congratulating our awardees and thanking our speakers and the faculty who presented our awards. Before we close with the benediction, I would like to acknowledge the honor and privilege I had as the director of an undergraduate program that is filled with talented and caring students, but also talented, committed, and compassionate faculty who uphold our core values, love teaching the nursing students, and care about each student's personal and professional development. We welcome you into the profession of nursing and know that your actions reflect the values of Davis and Henley College of Nursing and the university. We are proud of each and every one of you. Now we would like to welcome Julia Saglin-Benny, who will deliver the benediction.
Thank you, Dr. Cole and the class of 2020 for selecting me to read the benediction. I am beyond humbled. Now, if you all bow your heads and pray with me. Heavenly Father God, we praise you and glorify you every day, but especially today. You have carried us through the hardest yet best 4 years of our lives. Even when we couldn't see you, you were holding our hands and opening doors for endless opportunities. You have given us friends for a lifetime and a compassionate heart to help others at their most vulnerable state. A nurse's work comes straight from the heart of God, and we are so blessed, and we thank you for specially handpicking us to fulfill your work. The Sacred Heart represents the heart of Jesus. We thank you that we not only received an education at a school that represents your heart, but also a profession that expresses your everlasting love. Lord, as we move forward with our lives in our new profession, we ask for protection. Protection over ourselves, our patients, and all others involved in patient care. We pray that you speak through us and give us healing hands to bring our patients back to health. We ask for wisdom, strength, and everlasting compassion. Though our time together was cut short, we thank you for the time we did spend together. We love you so much, and we trust that our future is in your hands and perfectly planned. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
As we conclude this day, I wanted to extend a special thank you to the Pinning and Nursing Awards Ceremony Committee of the Dr. Susan L. Davis, RN, and Richard J. Henley, College of Nursing at Sacred Heart University. Thank you to the faculty and to the student members who contributed to today's celebration. Specific mention are to 2 staff members who worked very hard on the fine details of the planning. Undergraduate Program Assistant Mrs. Sheila DeLeo and Davison Henley College of Nursing Administrative Assistant Mrs. Tammy Jackson. Also, thank you to Dr. Linda Strong, who developed the guidelines and symbolism to support this ceremony. I also wanted to take a moment to thank Lauren Chalevitz for making this a reality. She's from IT, and she was amazing in what she pulled together. So thank you, Lauren, and thank you to Lauren's team for all of your contributions in making this a beautiful, memorable occasion. So thank you again all for joining us, and to our seniors and soon-to-be graduates, always remember that we are your family, and the Davison Henley College of Nursing is always your home.